I was on a combat mission when the Taliban hit us out of nowhere. I fired off flares immediately, but it wasn't enough. A round clipped the tail, and the plane went into a hard dive. With seconds to spare before impact, I punched out and pulled the chute. When I hit the ground, I knew right away I was in enemy territory. I barely had time to get my bearings before they were already on me. I ran. In the chaos, I stumbled across a heavy steel door set into the mountainside, the entrance to some kind of underground installation. I tried it, locked solid. By then, the enemy had caught up and the firefight erupted. In the middle of all the shooting, a stray rocket hit the door and blew it wide open. With bullets coming from every direction, I had no options. I went in. What waited on the other side wasn't a corridor. It was a shaft that dropped straight down into darkness. I stood at the edge and couldn't see the bottom. Everything in me said, don't go down there. But going back outside meant a bullet. I grabbed the ladder, bolted to the wall, and started climbing down. The deeper I went, the quieter it got, and the more wrong it felt. I finally hit the bottom. I pushed through a door and stopped cold. Gas masks covered every inch of the walls. In the corner sat a desiccated corpse, contorted in a way that made my stomach turn. The whole place had the layout of a lab, abandoned. I swept my eyes across a workbench, pocketed a small camera I found there, and moved to press deeper inside. That's when I heard footsteps. They'd followed me down. I killed my light stick and pressed into the shadows. They switched on the lights. Nobody moved. The room was lined with rows of sealed chambers, each one filled with fluid, and floating inside each one was something that used to be human. The silence was absolute. The air felt thick. Every instinct I had was screaming. I didn't wait for them to recover. In the scramble, a stray round punched through one of the chambers. The glass shattered. Whatever was inside spilled out onto the floor. Nobody paid attention to it. We were all too busy trying to kill each other. I spotted a drainage grate in the floor and dropped into it. They noticed and split up to cut me off. The ones who stayed behind had no idea what was happening behind them. The thing that had rolled out of that broken chamber was starting to move. I was crawling through the dark when the screaming started above me. I turned around and climbed as fast as I could. I made it to the opening, and before I could even pull myself out, a hand locked around my ankle like a vice. My weapon fell. I couldn't reach it. All I could do was slam my free boot into whoever was holding on, over and over. He wouldn't let go. Then came a scream that cut through everything else.